First off, I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, as it really does help my channel grow. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified next time I post a video. And in this video, we'll be talking about the 5 best online businesses to start as a beginner in 2020 and beyond. But first, cue the intro. Now, before I actually get into this list, I consider these to be the 5 best online businesses to start as a beginner in 2020 and beyond for 3 main reasons. Number 1, it does not take a huge budget to actually get started in any one of these businesses. Number 2, they can all be done from your smartphone. And number 3, they all have the ability to generate over 6 figures a year, so you can definitely replace the income from your job. Now, let's get into the list. So the first business that we're actually going to talk about when it comes to this list is starting a YouTube channel. And I know it sounds a little bit crazy that you can literally get paid just to post videos, but that's exactly what YouTube will do. And the number one thing that you have to keep in mind when it actually comes to getting paid by YouTube is getting your channel monetized. And we'll go over what that means. So basically, in order to be monetized by YouTube, which means to get money from them, you have to have more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on your channel in the last 12 months to actually become monetized. And after that point in time, YouTube will pay you basically per view or per the amount of videos you have on your channel. And the best part about this is, after you become monetized, you can start going into paid promotions and paid shout outs and other things to actually increase the amount you're making from YouTube. But really, in my opinion, the best thing about YouTube is you can make content about anything. If you like working out or you like cooking, you can just go about your day as normal and just make sure you're documenting what you're doing, whether that be going to the gym, making cakes, cooking pasta, because there's an audience out there that would love to see you do that. Learn some new things, whether that be recipes or workouts or whatever the case may be. You can find a niche if you're interested in it and you can stick to it, in which you can eventually make money from it. Another thing that I love about YouTube is you don't have to have an expensive camera or a great microphone. You can literally do this all from your phone, post it to your channel, and eventually over time you'll become monetized and the money will start rolling in. And there are hundreds of examples of people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just by posting videos about some of the weirdest things. I mean, you've been on YouTube, I'm sure, how you found my video, but there are people who literally post about what they eat every day. Other people post about petting their dog. Like, it really doesn't matter as long as you're interested in it and you have fun making that content. But really, the best part is it doesn't take any money to start. Create a channel, make some videos on your phone, just going about your daily life like vlogging, and eventually you'll become monetized and you can start making a good side passive income just from YouTube. Alright, so the second business model that we'll actually be going over is running a Facebook ads agency. And well, if you've ever been a business owner or if you've ever been in sales, you understand how important it is to have clients that are ready to buy from you at a moment's notice and to have that information on demand. Now, the problem with that is business owners don't have the time to sit down and learn the brand new hip marketing tool for their business because they're already doing 100 things at once. They have to understand how the back end of their business works. How do you onboard new hires? How do you do the accounting? How do you do the marketing? How do you deal with clients face to face still? There's a lot of stuff going on for them, and they simply don't have the time to understand these new concepts. And that's exactly where you come in. Understanding that Facebook ads is the new hip way to gain business clients and get leads for them means it's a way that you can market yourself and market your business to potential clients for you. Now, essentially what this means is that you'll be running Facebook ads to gain clients and or leads for businesses or individuals. And the cool thing about this agency is it works on essentially 3 different types of payment structures. You can work on a month-to-month basis, which essentially is a retainer fee. You work on a per lead basis, where a business or individual will pay you a set amount per lead that you actually give them. And the third is a profit sharing option, in which they will split the profits from the sale with you. My personal opinion, I think on a per lead basis makes the most sense if you want to scale aggressively and quickly because it's so duplicatable. Now, One thing that I really love about the Facebook ads agency method is that if you, for example, are working with a small car dealership in your area and you understand and truly understand how to get them results, you can then reach out to other car dealerships in different cities, different states, and offer them the same package, whether that be month to month, per lead, or the profit sharing that we already spoke about. This allows you to not only automate your business without increasing the workload by very much, but it also allows you to scale extremely, extremely quickly. And the best thing about this online business model is that no matter the business, no matter what niche it's in, no matter what industry it's in, they always need more clients and more leads. And that means demand is through the roof for a skill like this. So you can really charge a premium and make the most bang for your buck and really grow your income. And that's why it's number 2 on my list. Now, for the third online business that we're actually going to be talking about, it's going to be dropshipping. Now, if you've spent any time online looking for ways to increase your income or add additional streams of income, I know for a fact that you stumbled across a dropshipping video probably like 100 times. Trust me, I know, they're everywhere. But for good reason, because the business model is, dare I say, genius? But what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is essentially just a retail agreement between you and a supplier that states when a customer goes to your site, buys a product, the supplier will then ship that product to the end consumer. So you are basically just a middleman. The best part about this, you don't have to have $100,000 to build a brick and mortar store or house thousands of units of inventory that you don't know if they will actually sell or not. In essence, all you really have to do is create a website, make sure it looks professional, make sure it's optimized correctly, and market a winning product. Sure, it sounds really easy in theory. Practice is a little bit more difficult. You have to understand the ins and outs of Facebook ads and Google ads and Pinterest ads. Really just all the ads you have to figure out if you want your business to be successful. But personally, I love the model, knowing that I can test different products to see what the market actually is demanding and making sure I can supply that for them. Not only do I like the ability to be able to run an entire business from my phone that can be scaled to 6 figures a month in just a very short period of time, but I also love the fact that it's duplicatable. If you can create one store selling one product or selling a few products, you can create another store that may look similar but sell a totally different category of products. So you're diversifying yourself in the same online business. And this is why personally, I think of the businesses we've talked about so far, this may be the most lucrative. When we actually look about the cost to get started, this is not one of those free options. I mean, sure, you can start drop shipping for free, but I would say on the low end, you need probably about $500 to start. Now, that's nowhere near the hundreds of thousands it took for that brick and mortar store we were just talking about, but $500 is a decent amount of money for someone just starting out in business who wants to create some side income. It is a steep learning curve, but there's tons of different information when it comes to YouTube that are free and courses that sometimes range up to $2,000-$3,000 to get somebody to teach you how to dropship. It's because it's such a duplicatable and scalable business, they are pretty confident you're going to make your money back if you actually try. And this is why this is number 3. Okay, and the fourth online business that we'll be talking about in this video is actually drop servicing. And I know what you're thinking, like, what is drop servicing? It's actually exactly the same as drop shipping, but instead of sending your client products, you'll be sending them services. And I know it hasn't had a lot of traction, but recently it's really exploded if you just type it into YouTube. And I think that's because a lot of people are leaving the drop shipping world and transitioning over to the drop servicing world just because they want to diversify their streams of income, which is never a bad idea. But basically what you're going to do is exactly the same as drop shipping. You're going to create a website, you're going to list services, and when people go to actually buy those services from you, you're going to go to freelance websites like Fiverr and Upwork to actually get those services fulfilled. The reason why I love this, just like I love drop shipping, is because it's extremely scalable and duplicatable, and you can run everything from your smartphone. which is always nice to be able to do. And just like drop shipping, the risk to actually start drop servicing is extremely low. Because if you're listing services on your website and no one's actually converting or going to actually buy those services, it's as simple as just trading those services over to something that you might think would be more in demand. You can look on Google Analytics, you can track trends on YouTube. There's all types of ways that you can actually go about research and finding the best niches and the best services to offer on your drop servicing website. Drop servicing, however, does have a little bit different of a learning curve. As I've done research on it, I found that most people are advertising their drop servicing websites on Google. So understanding Google Ads and Google Analytics will be really important when it comes to a drop servicing business. But there's tons of information out there on YouTube and paid courses, so you can definitely get information on this if it's a business model that you would like to pursue. And that's why, for me, it's number 4. Now, without further ado, the 5th and final best online business to start for beginners in 2020 and beyond is becoming a freelancer. This is essentially just like drop servicing, but you're going to take out the middleman. Instead of hiring somebody on Fiverr and Upworks to do the service that you offer on your website, you can list yourself on Fiverr and Upwork and do those services so that you're doing something that you love while actually making a great side income. You have to remember, as the internet continues to grow, businesses will continue to try to cut costs and become more tech savvy, and that's exactly where you come in. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 best online businesses to start as a beginner in 2020 and beyond. Leave a comment down below on which business you're currently in, and I'll see you in the next video.